Hey ho, Wednesday. Oh, everybody, I hope you're having a great day today and that the rest of your day is super great because you are amazing. Love ya. As I'm driving today, I'm thinking about, I've been watching recently, I don't know if anybody else is watching this, I'm sure other people are too, because they don't put it on just for me, the series Alone. One Man, Alone. And so Alone is they drop 10 people off on an island, or wherever they are, whether it's the Antarctic or the rainforest. I've been watching the rainforest one recently, and they leave them there, and whoever lasts the longest wins $500,000. And it's been striking me a couple of things as I've been watching this. Now, before I say anything else, let me qualify this or preface my comments with the fact that I wouldn't last 5 minutes out there alone in any kind of maybe 5 minutes, but any length of time at all out there in any kind of wilderness and stuff, that's not for me. You know, so much so, like, for example, Maria's been away for the last few days in Denver, and I'm not sure what to do with myself. I don't like, rolling over. She's not over there. She, of course, made a lot of food for me before I left because I'm not so much of a food maker for myself. So having said all that, that I wouldn't last long in that environment, it's striking me a couple of things about this series that is kind of, a parallel to a lot of how life goes. That what takes people out in this show that I've noticed so far is a couple of things. Outside of injury, people get injured, they got to go home. But other than that, once people are there, and two things that I've noticed consistently that take people out and cause them to tap out or give up on the experience. Number one is fear. The show that I was watching this particular season, I don't know what season it is. The guy was there one night and he was freaking out. There's a bear outside of his tent, and he said, "That's it. I'm out of here. I'm not looking to be anybody's prey. I'm not looking to be stalked by anyone. I'm gone." And so he was fearful of the bear and he left. A couple of days later, a guy saw a cougar and he's like, "That's it. I'm out of here." And then not too long after that, another guy quit because it was super duper windy and he was afraid that a tree was going to come down on top of him. So he was like, "That's it, I tap out," and he left. And other than that, so it's fear, and the other thing that causes people to leave on a regular basis, causes them to say, "You know what, I'm out of here," is they miss their family, their human interaction. It causes them to not care at all about $500,000. And it's funny, you see them go along and very little of what they talk about in this show is, "Yeah, I'm going to spend it on this." It's not, they don't talk much about the money. It's the experience of being out there. And what causes them to quit is fear and missing the human interactions. I miss my wife. I miss my husband. I miss my kids. I miss my dogs. Not dogs aren't human, but you know what I mean. These relationships that they have in their lives, and being totally secluded causes them to say, "This is not for me. I tap out. I don't care about the money, and I'm going home." And I thought that just was very interesting, that we are designed to need other people. Even folks that enjoy spending time alone. Like I enjoy spending time alone, but I can't imagine spending days and days and days and days and days and days and days not being able to talk to my wife or hear what my kids are doing or see what they're doing and have other human interactions, just me, myself, and I, a video camera. That's not for me. And that's the thing above all else that makes people tap out and say, "All right, I've been here long enough." Without fail, is, man, I miss my family. It's the human interactions. And I just really thought that was very interesting, and for us to think about as we go and to be thankful for. They didn't really care. They weren't looking forward to get home real quick so they could watch TV or scroll Facebook or get on Twitter or Instagram. They didn't care about anything about that. They didn't care much about flush toilets or running water. They said, "Man, I can't take this any longer because I'm missing time with the people in my life that I love." And I want to encourage you all in that, because that's one of the first things that I notice as we get going through life that we take for granted the quickest is the people in our lives that we love, and the ability to spend time with them we take for granted. and we watch the television. We have our face in our phones, like you're watching me right now. But not that any of those things are wrong, but maxing out those things, screen time and hobbies and sports and golf and all this other stuff and fishing that I do a lot, at the expense of the people in our lives that we had started to take for granted, is a mistake. So I want to encourage you in that as you go to soak up and maximize the time that you have with people in your life. Because I guarantee when it's all said and done and we all, peace out, from this life, nobody ever says, man, I wish I looked at Facebook more. I wish I watched, a couple more episodes of The Simpsons. Nobody says that. They said, man, I wish I could have 5 more minutes with mom or dad or my kids, or I wish I could pet my dog. Whatever those things are, those relationships are in our life, those are important. So those are the things that take them out when they're alone. The desire to not be alone and to be back with the people they love. So I'm going to encourage you with that. Soak up the time that you have with the people that you love, and you'll be glad that you did, and so will they. Hope that helps you. Hope that encourages you. You're special and amazing. Get out there today, gain yards at all you do, and please take care of your mindset, because it matters. I love you. Peace.